He's alive! I haven't made a video in forever. But, hey everyone, and welcome to Dantech USA. How's it going today? I just got done watching episode 8 of Star Trek Picard. And don't worry, not gonna hate on it. Not gonna hate on it. It's good. I liked it. It was good. But we need to talk a few things. I hate that, when people go, not good, but. Well, here it is. The beginning flashes back 14 years ago again, to Commodore O, Narissa, and Rhonda. I don't know why people don't know her name. It's Rhonda, not Auntie. And basically, they're in a circle surrounding this green Prothean beacon. Alright? They touch said Prothean beacon and they get a warning from a civilization that existed 200,000 years ago. And that's pretty much all we know. But it's assumed that it's an evil AI. So, I swear to God, if the final boss is GLaDOS, I quit. I quit. But we're not here to talk about that. We're going to talk about the science, because the octenary system, basically what the Romulans kept drawing was a series of 4 circles with 2 dots, but they're one's like this, one's like that, one's like this, one like that. Basically two binary stars times 4. Forming an octenary star system with 1 planet hanging in the middle. And Raffi speculates that it was artificial. Okay, this is a story, which is based on real life. There was a physicist named Dyson. I don't know his first name. He theorized that you can encase an entire solar system into what is known as a Dyson shell, which became known as the Dyson sphere. However, it was only ever a theory, because if your civilization is advanced enough to encase a solar system so that the energy bounces back, the energy of the sun is bounced back and can be reused for infinite energy, your technology is already advanced enough. You wouldn't need to do it. Okay. I wrote this book, alright? This is Lost Legacy. I wrote this, alright? That's me. That me. Anyway, the sci-fi in here makes more sense than the sci-fi in Star Trek Picard. Because some civilization 300,000 years ago somehow wrangled 8, not 1, not 2, not 3, 8 stars to form this octenary solar system. How? How? I have a few theories on how, but remember the Dyson thing. If you're advanced enough to somehow move 8 frickin' stars to form an octenary, you don't need to fear the Borg. You don't need to fear the Reapers. You don't need to fear GLaDOS. Alright? You don't need to fear the Terminators, Skynet, Legion. HAL. Any other AI I can remember? The Matrix. Okay, if you're advanced enough to form, even the Leviathans of Mass Effect could not move stars. And yet they moved 8. 8. How? But like I said, the Mass Effect connection does not bother me. Mass Effect borrowed from Star Trek. So it's kind of cool that Star Trek Picard is borrowing from Mass Effect. Like, they have the whole Prothean beacon at the beginning, which has that vision, which is very similar to the vision that's in Mass Effect 1. Then, you know, it's all about an evil AI, which Discovery, in Star Trek Discovery, there's an evil AI. But I can't remember its name, and it's super advanced. Is it advanced enough to move 8 frickin' stars? I highly doubt it. How would Star Trek Voyager explain this? I mean, TNG, they would theoretically explain you can expand a warp field around a star to lower its mass so you can move it. That's how Star Trek TNG would explain it. Star Trek Voyager with its technobabble. Well, no, Janeway is just so dumb, she would will it with her mind. I will you to move. So yeah, that's Janeway. Captain Archer, he would use his dog Porthos to do it. That's how he would move 8 suns. He would command Porthos to do it. Expected Porthos, a fucking dog, to be able to move 8 fucking stars. That's how dumb Archer is. So, let's not talk about Star Trek Enterprise. These Are the Voyages is the worst episode of any Trek ever. Well, that's another story. That's a story for another day. So we have these 8 stars. Now, I have a theory how they could have been moved. Basically, you need a big-ass black hole at the center of a galaxy. And you need a whole bunch of stars orbiting the black hole. Now, in nature, there are trinary stars. Kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy. Xandar orbits 3 stars. In a trinary star system, you got 3 stars orbiting each other. The black hole is going to perturb the orbits, well, of all of them. But eventually, over time, one of them is going to get shot out by the black hole. Fact, look it up. Because, you know, stars like to be in binary pairs. So the third man is the odd man out, and it's going to get flung. So now you have, if you can get 8 loose stars flung out of a black hole through that trinary system, I mean, the two of the stars can get flung together. Their gravity mutually pulls them together. That's 1, right? That's how you get 1 of the octenary. Then over time, black hole shoots out 2 more stars. They do the same thing and magically land right here, making it would be a quaternary? I don't know how you would say that. A quadrinary system, maybe? And then 2 more, and you get a sextilliary system, 6 stars. And then 2 more, so you make 8, an octenary. Do you know how long that would take? That would take... The universe is 14 billion years old, so it'd probably take about that long. For a black hole, I mean, the probability is there. I mean, the universe is supposedly infinite, and in the infinite universe thing, every mathematical probability could happen. So yes, a black hole flinging out 8 stars that magically have formed together to form this octenary gravitational dance, let's call it that, could actually happen. This octenary. This. If I say octenary one more time, I'm going to shoot myself. And I'm going to really shoot myself if GLaDOS is the final fucking boss of Star Trek Picard. Now, there was an evil AI in Star Trek Discovery. And that's probably what they're leading up to. And I need to look it up. I don't remember. I never watched Star Trek Discovery myself. But I heard about the AI thing. And I kind of tuned out. Because we've all played Mass Effect. We know AIs are bad. But like I said, I don't really care that this is borrowing from Mass Effect. Because Mass Effect, borrow from Mass Effect, alright? Mass Effect was awesome. The entire trilogy as a whole, great. So, basically, Star Trek Picard is saying that the synthetic ending of Mass Effect 3 is bullshit, right? They're going with the destroy option, you know, the renegade. Destroy all technology, destroy all sense. Hey, Rybulans, what powers your starships again? The Hollows. What are the Hollows are what? Are you gonna stand there and tell me you're gonna ban all synths there, Federation, and you allow holograms? Holograms are what? I mean, data was self-aware, yes. Holograms are not self-aware, I get it. But the computer is driving those holograms. It's a two-letter little acronym here. AI, artificial intelligence. Those frickin' hollows should be banned because they're synthetic. Is that what you're telling me, Star Trek? The 5 hollows in this episode should be banned if you're going to ban all synths. Because, oh, the hollows are just simple they're AI. Raffi asked them a question. They thought about it. They answered. That's AI. Because they're answering a question. And to answer a question requires intelligence. Do I hate Picard? No. But that whole ban thing is kind of dumb. And like I said earlier, if you had the technology to move 8 stars, you wouldn't fear the Borg. You wouldn't fear the Reapers. You wouldn't fear this AI. You wouldn't fear anything because you have the technology to magically move 8 frickin' stars. And using the black hole method to magically shoot 8 stars in position would take trillions of frickin' years. But in theory, it could be done. Just like in theory, this show didn't borrow from Mass Effect, even though it totally did. But like I said, I'm cool with that. Mass Effect was awesome. But I'm going to bitch slap this show if GLaDOS is the final boss. If she comes out, I don't hate you, I'm going to laugh. And the best thing in this episode was, we are Borg. And I'm not being sarcastic. That was literally the best part of this episode. What are your favorites? Comment below. Dan Tech out.